Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs, solopreneurs to overcome the challenge of work-life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Mohammed Faraj, and today our topic is happiness starts now, not later. We live in a world, or we are the luckiest generation that have ever lived, to be honest with you. We have all the resources, we have all what we need, everything is available in our life is much faster, much simpler, much more joyful, much more advanced. We have everything we need in our life, and still yet so many entrepreneurs, they don't feel so happy during their journey, or they're constantly focusing on what is not working, what they're lacking, what they don't have, or what they are missing in their life. Because so many entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or business owners or people who run companies, they connect their happiness with their future but not with their present. So that's why I want to talk about this topic, because this topic is really important, and it's very important that we make ourselves happy, because happy is a natural human state, and unless we make ourselves happy, we will always be chasing happiness. We will be always connecting our happiness to our only goals, dreams, and future. And we will never be happy in where we are or in our current life. So, so many entrepreneurs, they end up in this trap where they're constantly thinking and daydreaming about clients, about goals achieved, about dreams, about that dream life, about growing their businesses or their companies. So they end up in this trap where they tell them, or they set a condition for themselves, that I'm not going to be happy unless I achieve that goal or that specific achievement, or I will not be happy unless I gain those clients. I will not be happy until I sign a contract or I make a sales. So we end up in this loop where we are constantly attaching our happiness to goals, to clients, to material things. I'm going to be happy when I buy that dream house. I'm going to be happy when I buy that dream car, or when I do that incredible vacation. So we are constantly connecting, attaching our happiness to external things in our life. We are attaching, connecting our happiness to goals, to dreams, to a vision. But we never stop and think with ourselves and ask ourselves, am I going to stay, or am I going to continue waiting to be happy in my life? Am I going to wait years until I become a happy person? Why can't I be happy now? Why can't I just appreciate everything and be grateful for everything that I have in my current life, so I become a happy person? Because I learned this from my own personal experience, that I used to be someone who always was thinking about, who used to be thinking about only what is lacking, what is missing, what I don't have, what I wish I could have. I'll be happy when I become a successful entrepreneur. I will be happy when I grow and build my business. I'll be happy when I buy that car. I'll be happy when I buy that dream house. I always thought about happiness is that we need to wait for it. We need to chase it. We need to work very hard to bring happiness into our life. But recently I realized that happiness is not about waiting. Happiness should not be somewhere or anytime in the future. Happiness should not be limited to just years ahead of us or in the future. You can be happy anytime, wherever, whenever, however. So, happiness is not just happening in the future. Happiness can happen right now, at the moment. So, I started to practice daily by doing meditation, gratitude practices, and I would always constantly remind myself about how wonderful life I have. I would remind myself about how grateful I am. I would remind myself about the God given gifts that I have in my life. I would remind myself about the type of person that I am. Because there are so many resources for happiness. Happiness is not about just getting more or achieving more or accomplishing more. It's not about just chasing more. You can be happy anytime. You're the one who decides to be happy. And we make a mistake as entrepreneurs that we attach our happiness to external things. Oh, when that thing happens to me, I'll be happy. If that thing doesn't happen to me, I will not be happy. If I get invited by friends for a party or wedding or a vacation, I'll be happy. If they don't invite me or if I don't hear anything, then I will be miserable or I will be normal or I will not be happy. If that dream girl or that dream guy shows up in my life, then I will start to be happy. So if that person never shows up in my life, I will never be happy. I'm waiting for people to make me happy, whereas I could make myself happy. Who is stopping you? Who is stopping you? Who is preventing you from being happy? You should not attach your happiness to people, to a job, to a business, to a goal, to a life, to a material thing, to a money, to wealth, to a dream house. Never do that. And that's why so many people, so many entrepreneurs, they fall into their trap and it impacts their progress. It impacts their mindset. It impacts their vision of their future. It impacts their clarity. It impacts their state of being. It impacts how they feel about themselves, about life, about others. It impacts their performance, their productivity, their focus. It impacts their life, their relationships, their business, because they let that impact constantly mess up their life. They let that impact always reminds them about how much they lack, how much they are missing. That impact always reminds them that they should not be happy. But this is false. This is not true, my friend. You can be happy now with wherever you are, whenever, whoever you are. It doesn't matter how your lifestyle looks like. It doesn't matter if you have built that dream life or not. It doesn't matter if you live in a luxury house or you have a luxury car or not. You can be happy anytime. There are people in this world who are most happy in their life, even though they're poor, even though they don't own so much, even though they have a very low quality life. But when you go ask them and you tell them why you're happy despite the fact you don't have that much, you're not rich, you don't have so much stuff, so much luxury things in your life, well, they tell you, we never connect, we never attach our happiness to anything external. We never wait for someone to make us happy. We're the one we're the ones who make ourselves happy. Otherwise, no one will show up in your life to make you happy. So you're the one who is in charge of yourself. So you can make yourself happy anytime. And happiness comes in many different ways. For example, every time you make progress, every time you are working hard, you're staying laser focused, you are productive, you are maintaining a good level energy and performance. You make progress and then you generate so much happiness, because we all know in personal development, happiness equals progress and progress equals happiness. Every time you scratch a project or a particular task on your to-do list, this generates happiness in your heart. Every time you accomplish a goal, you generate happiness. Every time you finish a task or project that you've been working on it for a while, you generate happiness. Every time you build better habits, create rituals, routines, you are maintaining a healthy life. You are improving your health, you are improving your performance, you are improving your productivity, you are improving your focus, you are improving your mindset, you are growing yourself, you are constantly implementing your morning routines, your evening routine. You make yourself more happier. You're getting happier and happier and happier every day, every week, without any stop, non-stoppable. So every time you serve, you help, you support your friends, your family, your relatives, the people that you have in your life, you serve, you help, you support your community, your audience, your clients, the people that you are cooperating with, you generate so much happiness, so much excitement, so much enthusiasm, so much fulfillment in your life. Every time you go help, support organizations, human rights organizations, or you help people by being volunteer in various sport clubs, or you help your community, or maybe clean streets, or maybe doing some volunteer job for your community, for your church, for your mosque, for any community you have in your area. You generate so much joyful, positive, happy feelings in your heart. You become someone who wants to live a happy life, and you feel fulfilled. You feel proud of yourself. You increase your self-esteem. Every time you show compassion, kindness, how nice you are, generosity, you become genuine person. You are very positive, energetic, happy person, and you spread out your happiness, your energy, your positive, joyful feelings with others as well. Every time you work on a task, on a project, or you set milestones or goals for weekly milestones or weekly goals, every time you complete them, you meet your deadlines, you feel so happy, you feel so proud of yourself, you feel like you're getting closer to your dream life, to your vision, to your goals, to those dreams that you always dreamed. And that's why you generate so much happiness in your heart. Every time you eat healthy meals, every time you train your body, every time you go out and socialize with people, with friends, with families, share with them how much you love them, how much you care about them, how much you believe in them, how much you are willing to help them, to support them, to stand for them, to be on their side. You generate so much happiness, so much fulfillment, so much joyful, positive feelings in your heart. You come back home feeling inspired, feeling enthusiastic, feeling incredibly happy about your life. You appreciate those people that you have in your life. You become so grateful for having them. Every time you remind yourself how blissful you are, how lucky you are, how grateful you are, how rich you are, rich in this beautiful environment that you're living in, rich in having all the foods, drinks, all the electricity, the water, the house, the ceiling that is covering you, all the resources, all the services you have in your life. You become appreciated and you become grateful for having all this and being surrounded with. You generate much more happiness in your heart. You become a very happy person. So happiness depends on practice. You need to start practice happiness. So every day you wake up in the morning, you implement your morning routine, you implement those rituals, those positive, healthy, good habits. You become more happier. You're practicing happiness and you are transferring your mind from thinking about what is missing, what you are lacking, what you don't have. You stop comparing yourself with others. Oh, they have that dream house, I don't have that dream house. They have that dream life, I don't have that dream life. That means they are happy and I should be miserable. No. When you are constantly practice happiness, you are generating a new state in your body. You are changing and replacing those old negative thoughts and feelings and emotions that kept you always unhealthy, unhappy, ungrateful. So once you practice happiness every day, because happiness is a natural human state, you can create it, you can generate it, you can make yourself happy anytime you want. You start to become more happier, more enthusiastic. You wake up in the morning, instead of thinking about your past, you think about your present, about your future, about how wonderful life you have. You think about the people that you love, that you want to serve, that you want to help, that you want to support, that you want to do great things for them, that you want to show them how much you care about them, how much they mean to you. So you become a happy person all the time. You're smiling so often, you are spreading out so much energy with others. People want to be with you, people want to work with you, people want to get advice, tips from you, people want to get closer to you, people enjoy being with you, they enjoy this experience of working with you, of building a good relationship with you, connecting with you, talking to you, chatting with you, enjoy eating meals with you. They enjoy having you in their life. Once you become a happy person, people are drawn so much to those who are happy constantly. So do not connect, do not attach, do not wait for happiness. Happiness is not about waiting, because if you are waiting for happiness, my friend, you will spend whole your life waiting to be happy, waiting for external things to show up that they can change inside you. So you are waiting on something outside of you to change inside of you, and this is wrong. You should be happy. You should be happy inside of you without waiting for anything outside you to change, to happen. So do not wait for any material things. Do not wait for a goal, for a dream to happen outside of you that will change inside of you. Be happy now. The great things, the incredible benefit of making yourself happy, of being yourself happy, is that this energy, these positive feelings, these positive thoughts, feelings, emotions will fuel your future. They are leading you to a happy, fulfilled, and successful life. When you are happy, when you are generating energy, your work doesn't feel so hard. your habits, your rituals, your routines feels so fun. You enjoy implementing them. You feel more healthier. You get so much positivity in your life. You attract so much success, clients, money, wealth, anything you want in your life. You attract them like a magnet when you are happy, when you are fulfilled, when you are constantly focusing your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions with your future. You are becoming a better version of you. You are transforming your life daily, weekly, monthly, and reaching that version of you that you always dreamed to be. So practice being happy. Be happy with wherever you are, with whoever you are, with whenever, with whatever you are. So do not constrain your happiness. Do not let things outside you or people make you happy. Do not wait for anybody to make you happy. You can make yourself happy anytime, whenever, wherever, with whoever. Be happy with the person you are. Love yourself. Enjoy being yourself. Maybe you are a lot better than many people. Maybe you have a very kind heart. Maybe you are very honest person. Maybe you are very genuine person, very generous. You are someone who people loves, who people care about. So why don't you be happy and let your past go? Divorce your past. Do not think about your past, because so many times we lack happiness in our life because we are constantly browsing and thinking about our past, about what happened in our past, that we didn't have very happy childhood or that we didn't enjoy life so much. But focus on your present, focus on your future, and be happy with whoever you are. Happiness is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful human state. So I always remind myself when things don't work out, when I fail, when I'm not getting results, or when I'm not making progress, I always constantly remind myself, like, why should I be unhappy? Why shouldn't I celebrate? Why shouldn't I just enjoy being who I am? Just enjoying the moment, the present, even when things are not working. Because when I look back at my achievements, at my accomplishments, or the milestones that I reached before, or the progress that I made before, I remember I was so damn happy. I was so energetic. I was so inspired. I was so enthusiastic. I was so motivated. I was so driven. I remember those moments. I remember those joyful, positive, wonderful, incredible feelings in my heart. I always remind myself about those moments. So I remind myself, I tell myself, I should not be unhappy just because things didn't work out today, just because I failed, just because I wasted a day, just because I got distracted randomly, not purposefully, just because I made a mistake. It doesn't have to make me unhappy. I am still happy. I am still that person that was very happy, celebrating, winning, achievements. So, happiness is not a reward. Happiness is your state. You can create it whenever you want. You can generate happiness in your heart. I'm someone who's very, very happy, grateful, blissful, and I feel like I'm the luckiest person on the earth. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful, so happy with my health, with the home that I own, with the business that I'm running now. I'm so happy with this podcast that I get to talk to people around the world and share my ideas, share my tips, my insights, strategies, practical steps to help my audience, to help my wonderful community that I love, that I care about, that I am willing to publish a new episode multiple times every week to help my community, my audience, break through in their entrepreneurial life and achieve happiness and fulfillment in their life. That's why I created this podcast, because I know this podcast will generate so much happiness into my heart. Every time I publish an episode, I become so much happier. Every time I deliver a content on YouTube or various social media platforms, I become so happy person, because I'm making progress, because I'm helping, supporting, serving my audience, my community. So I am happy person and I do things that makes me happy. I love people, I support, I help, I stand for others. I do good things. I say compliments. Sometimes I meet my friends or when they celebrate their birthdays, I tell them, I express my love, my care, how much they mean to me. I tell them really nice compliments. When they wear nice clothes, I say nice compliment. I tell them, oh, your clothes looks fabulous. You look awesome. You look wonderful. You are special. You are unique. You are incredible. I love you. I care about you. You mean a lot to me. See, every time you say something good or a compliment to one of your families or to your family or to your friends or to the people that you work with, you generate so much happiness inside you. You are becoming happier and happier and happier internally, and this leads to so much more success, so much more happiness, so much more healthy life, so much more self-esteem. You generate so much happiness, and this happiness spreads out to the others too. You make others happy as well. So happiness is a wonderful thing, and we as entrepreneurs, we should always remind ourselves that we are very blissful, that we should be very grateful, that we should always appreciate our life and trust our gut and believe that we will achieve those goals. We will make our dreams come true and we will be much more happier. But we should be happy at the present moment. We should be happy now, even though we haven't gained those clients, even though we haven't grown our business, even though we haven't achieved our goals. So my question for you is, are you going to make a decision and start reminding yourself by being happy? You should be happy every day and make a decision from now on that you will become a happy person. So once you make this decision, you need to practice. Always practice, be happy, smile. Tell yourself when you do your affirmation, I love myself, I'm wonderful, I'm incredible, I'm special, I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm a really good person, I'm respectful, I'm proud of myself, I love myself, I am happy, I generate happy, and I let other people also be happy. I help them to become more happier. I do great things to them. I help them. I support them. So that's it. That's what I got for you in this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching or listening to this content. Please don't forget to follow me on iTunes or Spotify so you can get a new episode every week, and leave a review. Give me your feedback. Tell me about your opinion about this podcast so I can improve it, so I can deliver more episodes. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Muhammad Faraj, and follow me on my social media, Instagram, Facebook. You can find all the links in the description area. And don't forget to download your free guide, the 5 steps that will help you build better habits and reclaim your health, your life. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode. Bye, everyone.